Nintendo!
Hello viewers, and welcome to this discussion about something that has nothing to do with the Nintendo Switch 2 pre-orders, but there is something I would love to talk about, and that is Paper Mario. Yeah, everyone's familiar with Paper Mario, yeah. So Thousand Year Door got a remake on Switch. So what does this mean for Paper Mario on Switch 2? Are we getting a Switch 2 edition of Thousand Year Door, or is Intelligent Systems cooking up something that we may love that's a direct follow-up to Thousand Year Door? I have no idea, but if anything, I don't think Nintendo's going to go back to that whole let's change the battle system thing. I think they're going to keep it simple and stick with what they had in the first two games. Oh, excuse me, I got really excited. But let's not just talk about the battle system. Are they going to pull a Super Paper Mario where you can play as more than just Mario? Are they going to have partners that follow Mario instead of Mario being single? Or are they going to do the little buddy thing like they do with the 3D Mario games and Paper Mario Color Splash Sticker Star and Origami King? Who knows, but personally I would love them to go back to their roots. Thousand Year Door HD was great. Now give us something better. You can only go up from here, so please, Intelligent Systems, please give us a good Paper Mario game where all the NPCs are not just toads. And yes, I am keeping the price in mind that it may be $70. But could a new Paper Mario game that follows the classic formula justify its said price? Well, that depends. But enough about that. Let's talk about if Thousand Year Door gets a Switch 2 edition. What could Intelligent Systems add? Well, there's one thing they could add, and that is Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass. Imagine it. You, yourself, the player, after reading the books, being able to play Paper Luigi and the Marvelous Compass through Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door, saving Princess Eclair. Now that would justify an additional $10 or $20. Anybody? It would be a missed opportunity not to do that. Or a prequel story centered around either Sir Grodus or the Shadow Queen. Let that sink in. You play as the villains in a prequel story. Could you imagine if they didn't just do that? If they didn't just add either one of those, but they added both and Marvelous Compass? I know that's out of the ordinary, but could you imagine? The battle system. They wouldn't have to necessarily follow the Thousand Year Door formula battle, but they could create something huge for either those two stories or Marvelous Compass. Though I would prefer Marvelous Compass if it stayed like the Thousand Year Door battle system. I feel like people would appreciate that more. Plus those partners, imagine what they do. That would be cool. And the worlds. Ooh, the worlds. You get to see what happened to Luigi's partners. As to why they are angry at him. You are no longer reading what they're telling Mario. Now you're seeing it. You're seeing a blooper get fried. Or it could be one of those comical off-screen things, because I don't think any of us would want to watch a blooper get burned alive. Now let's go back to Paper Mario. The Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door. So here's something that could happen, and I wouldn't be surprised if it did. Nintendo adds missions and new badges. And that's it. That's all we get. I would hope not. But yeah. I've been thinking about this for a while. Ever since the Switch 2 was revealed. I'm like, what's Paper Mario gonna be like on this thing? And I know we're far away from them announcing it. Or we could be closer than we think. Could you imagine if we got another Color Splash situation where they make the whole battle system a whole gimmick? Oh! I'd bawl in tears. Because I legitimately love Paper Mario. I love classic Paper Mario. I don't want it to be messed up again. And I know there are people who like those games. I don't personally. Color Splash actually wasn't as bad as I thought it was gonna be, but I didn't like it as much as Thousand Year Door. I like that battle system. And I got bored of Origami King. I played it one time on a live stream. Never again. But yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comments. Until next time, guys. Goodbye! Also, Arlo, if you see this, hi!